So I will bet that 98% of you watching this video have not had enough testing done. You may have been told that you've had all the testing, or you may have been told by your physician that you're too young, you just started trying, and there's really no reason to rush into the testing. We're just gonna hold off on that right now. Or you just don't fit into that specific criteria that they're trying to put you into that tells them when they should order tests or when they shouldn't. You know, they've got a list and a guide and a book, and they're just kind of going through it and saying, yeah, you're the right fit. This is when we should order the test, or these are the tests we should order for you, but nothing more. Essentially, they're trying to squeeze you into a little box. And I'm suggesting that you control the box that they're trying to squeeze you into instead of letting them control the box that they're squeezing you into. So with all that being said, in this video, I'm gonna dive deep into one of the tests that all of you absolutely should have, and that is AMH testing, anti-mullerian hormone testing. And the best thing about what I'm proposing for all of you is that I want you to take control over this testing, and I'm going to give you the resources to do just that by getting that testing done or doing it from the comfort of your own home. So if you want to learn more about AMH testing, all the ins and outs about what it means and the information it can give you about your fertility, then keep on watching. So for those of you who don't know, I'm Dr. Mark Sklar, the fertility expert. I work with couples from all over the world, helping them get pregnant naturally. If you're trying to get pregnant, then subscribe and hit the bell so that I can help you too. So before we get started, I want to know from all of you, one, have you had any testing done on your hormones or your fertility process? And two, what are those? So I want you to comment below in the comment section, letting me know, again, one, have you had any testing done? And if so, what have you had done? Let's get a lay of the land from all of you. So for all you women watching, unlike men who regenerate their sperm and reproduce new sperm every 24 hours, women are born with a lifetime supply of all the eggs you will have at birth. And as you age and as time goes on, that supply only goes down, right? And this is what we've been taught. So I'm not here to dispute that theory. I'm here to work with that theory. Although there is a small belief among new research and scientists coming out that maybe, just maybe, women do produce new eggs with some help and support. And so, you know, that's good news, but that's not what this video is about. This video is about figuring out what your ovarian reserve is and what are the tests available to us to figure that out. And so we want to know what that number is for all of you, because that helps us to figure out how to move forward, right? Well, there are some key ways that we can get a better understanding for ovarian reserve, and one of those key ways is doing anti-mullerian hormone testing, AMH. It's a blood test, which is awesome because that makes it relatively simple. And two, it can be done at any time in your cycle. Unlike some of the other hormone tests that I've described in other videos, this one, AMH, can be done at any time of your cycle. So again, that also makes it an easy, relatively straightforward test to have done. So anytime we're facing fertility issues, we want to dig deeper and find out why, or at least that's what I recommend that all of you do, is learn why we're having these issues. And one of the best ways to do that, or a good place to start, is to get a better understanding for what your ovarian reserve is. And as we age and hit 35 or older, then getting that number and getting that information is even more valuable and more important, because it will help to dictate a path moving forward and potentially a timeline in how you have to move forward with regards to that path. So like I said, the main hormone to test is called AMH, or anti-mullerian hormone. And fortunate for all of you, I have done a video in the past about this exact topic and my theories about it as well. So if you want to watch that video, you can do that right here. Don't jump to that video just yet. I promise you'll have time to do that. But don't go there just yet, because I want you to learn about this video first, then you can go there afterwards, okay? So I promise I'll leave the link for that at the end of this video. I did record that video in 2015. It was actually one of the first videos I did. So you'll see a huge change, not only in me, I was much darker back then, a lot more gray right now, but my theory about AMH and ovarian reserve hasn't changed very much. If anything, it's actually been supported over the years, but you'll get to see that specifically in that video afterwards. So if you want to learn more about what your AMH is, and that is a huge first step, even before you learn what AMH means and what my theories about it are, then the first step to that is really getting it tested. Sometimes your OBGYN will support you on that process, sometimes they won't. But my suggestion for all of you, because I'm a big fan of taking control of your fertility, your health, and your hormones, so my suggestion is that you do it at home. It's simple and easy to do, and I'm going to give you a awesome kit that helps you do that at home on your own as well. But what are some other reasons to do some AMH testing besides testing for ovarian reserve? Does it tell you anything else? One of the key reasons that you should do additional AMH testing, if you haven't had it done already, is if you suspect or you know you have PCOS. Polycystic ovarian syndrome is really common, and AMH can be an indicator of if you do have it or the severity of it. Other key reasons are if you suspect that you have endometriosis, it can affect ovarian reserve. Also, if you've had ovarian cancer, that would be another reason to do some additional AMH testing. And two other reasons potentially to do AMH testing is if you've had any injuries or trauma to the pelvic area, because it could affect your ovaries, or if you have had any genetic abnormalities that run in your family, could be a reason to also do some testing with regards to your AMH. Regardless, it is at the top of my list of testing to do when we're talking about fertility for so many reasons, and that's just a small number of them. So how can you go ahead and have this test done at home, right? That's the big question. That's what we're talking about today, or one of the things we're talking about today. So if you've decided that you want to do this and you think it's important, and more importantly, you want to do this from the comfort of your own home, which is where I am right now, although you might not be able to tell that, then my suggestion is to order the kit from this company, Let's Get Checked. They make it very, very easy for you to get this testing done. It's a simple kit that comes discreetly to your home after you order it online. And then you will be given all the information on how to collect. So these are the instructions on how to collect, how to log into your private secure portal to register the information, and then how to do and collect this at home and then ship it off. So it comes with this little vial. You do a simple finger prick at home, collect the blood, drop it back into a secure overnight prepaid package that gets shipped back to the lab, and within 2 to 5 days, you're gonna have the results of that test straight into your online portal. So you don't even have to wait for anything to come to you. You can just log in, you'll get notification. It's a secure private portal just for you, and then they'll send you the information right there. And on top of it, if they see anything that's concerning, they have a team of healthcare providers that you can have access to help answer any of your questions with regards to that test and any of the others that you order with them, and they'll start to point you in the right direction. One of the best things that I was able to work out with the company for all of you, that's right, is that they are offering you a discount to actually do this testing, which is my little treat and present to all of you. All you have to do when you check out is use the code DRMARC20, that's DRMARC20. The code should be right there for you, and they'll be able to give you a nice discount, which will help you to get the testing that you want done from the comfort of your home. And then once you get those results, if you have more questions about that, you can always reach out to me and my team so that we can help support you, answer your questions, and use that information, hopefully, to get you a personalized fertility plan to get you the pregnancy that we all want to see. So if you've stuck with me all the way to the end of this awesome video, then one, I want to say thank you. And two, as my treat and reward to all of you, as if the discount on the lab testing wasn't enough, I'm going to give you a resource, which is my bulletproof method to be super fertile over 35. You can get that right over there. And that resource has wonderful suggestions and tips on how to improve your fertility and become more fertile over 35 than you were before. And I also give you access to sign up and register for a discovery call with me and my team if that's something that you want and need a little bit more support and help on your fertility journey. And as promised in the beginning of the video, when I asked you not to click on my video about AMH and what I think it means, here it is right now so that you can go ahead and check that out. And remember, I did that a while ago. I look a little bit different, some more facial hair, more dark hair up here, but the information is just as useful and important today as it was back then. So hopefully you find that useful and get a good benefit out of it. So until next time, be fertile.